Imagine a wife called Joanne who was ready to give up her life rather than to be physically violated by armed robbers. But because she saw that her own husband's life, her husband Henry's life, was also on the line, she decided to give in and allow herself to be raped by armed robbers. And after this terrible, violent incident, her own husband, her own spouse, that she laid down her heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit for, began to see her like a disease. Hey, what injustice! Is this for real? Is this how men can be? Is this how even your spouse can be? A man called Henry, who is your spouse, insulting you, Joanne, asking you after you were raped why you did not go and shower. In fact, to add insult to injury, this your same husband called Henry even thinks that you enjoyed being assaulted by armed robbers. He actually thinks that you enjoyed being raped. Hey, this husband, Henry, is he not sick? Imagine him also telling you, Joanne, that you must keep quiet, that nobody should know about what happened to you. To you people. People, hey, they can be so wicked in this life, eh? And imagine his own family, your own in-laws, Joanne, sitting down together, including your own mother-in-law, to plan how to kill you or cause problems for you. They are even happy about their wickedness. Hey, thank God for CCTV. If not, these people, these wicked so-called in-laws of yours, Joanne, they would have gotten away with it. Honestly, this movie by Mr. Aloy TV, If Ingrate Was a Person, is supposed to get part 2 because we won't see what go happen to the pikin where Joanne go come born. We want also see how this stupid mother, CHIOMA NWOSU and her wicked sons, how they ended up. As for that bestie of Joanne, now real friend indeed, and her father, oh, what a beautiful soul. This woman called Joanne, thank God, she was an intelligent lady. Because if not to say she don't get head, this Joanne go suffer. And in that part 2 of Ingrate, If Ingrate Was a Person by Mr. Aloy TV, she was supposed to know what can happen to that evil friend of her yeye husband. That evil yeye Bolaji, the friend of Henry. Hey, my Flicks to Click fans. If to say this kind of thing happens to me or you in your marriage, and your husband doesn't feel sorry for you, after you lay down your heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit for armed robbers to physically assault you, if your husband doesn't feel sorry for you, doesn't forgive and forget this kind of incident that has happened to you and him, then it is better for you, for us, to leave this kind of marriage rather than to be punished for something that you never ever prayed for in your life. The morale be say, always pray to God for a partner who will stand by you through thick and thin, for better or worse. In fact, my Flicks to Click fans, before getting married, you should check that your family background of your in-laws very well, because you can have a good partner, but the family can influence him to become devil. Now, wow, this is so painful to watch. If Ingrid was a person, Mr. Aloy, I pray for all women who have gone through such brutal RAPEs for healing from this torture. And this husband is just as guilty of what his wife went through with those armed robbers. Such a cold, calculating, and evil man. In fact, my Flicks to Click fans, that is the reason why you should always choose to love yourself first. Because some people that you think are for you, they are no different from monsters. Imagine how he reacted to his wife after the RAPE. Imagine the self-guilt. Imagine he won't even allow her to sleep with him. He can't even touch his wife. We know it is not easy for a man that has experienced this kind of torture to watch another man sleeping with your wife. It's not easy. We know that it's not every man that can take this kind of thing. But at least you should realize that your wife has been through more torment than you. At least you should try and seek counseling to heal from this mental torture that you are both going through. In fact, you should not allow the marriage to end in divorce because of this. You should give it a chance so that you involve yourselves of the option, you avail yourselves of the option of dealing with this tragedy. In fact, an RAPE incident is not easy. We should not think that couples should just separate or divorce because they can't handle this kind of situation. But this bad husband called Henry, he doesn't deserve Joanne. He has never been there for his wife. Imagine him actually changing his attitude. And do you think that it is because of the rape that he changed his attitude? Me, I believe that that is his real character. He has been hiding under this wicked character for a very long time. It is the actual RAPE that made it expose his wicked character. His role is a bad one in this movie. As for Joanne, baby, you were underestimated by this family. They didn't know that you were smarter than the average woman. In fact, this husband, he doesn't love you. He is selfish. He could have done much better. He is complaining that his reaction has come from the trauma of watching his wife get RAPED right in front of him. But we all know that this man is actually a selfish man. In fact, this movie is exposing how human beings can be so wicked to one another. Because how can you, as a man whose life was protected by his own wife, who gave up her body, soul, spirit, her dignity for armed robbers to assault her, and you are now what? You are now turning your back on her wholeheartedly together with your family. Oh, this wicked world. If INGRATE was a person, by Mr. Aloy TV, my Flicks to Click fans, if you want to know all the signs and symptoms of an abusive partner, I have a free download for you. I'm going to pin it in the comment section just below this video. Learn to know all the signs and symptoms of an abusive partner to help yourself, your family, humanity. If you enjoyed my live critical pigeon review of If INGRATE Was a Person by Mr. Aloy TV, give me a like and watch all my movie reviews up here. Bye.